to your sun sign. So you guys will have to let me know if you like this format better than the way that I was doing it. So this video here is for all of you who have an ex that is a Leo. Let's take a look and see what the energies are between the two of you in the month of March. Now, to look at their energy on how they're perceiving this situation between the two of you, I'm going to pull a card from the Vice Versa Tarot. This is only the court cards, okay? But there's a back view, which is an indication of the inner self, and then there's a front view, which is an indication of the outer self. So let's see how your Leo X is thinking and perceiving the relationship that you guys share in the month of March 2018. Okay, so your Leo is coming through as the Page of Pentacles, inner self. And what this says here is, I don't want to be with anybody, really. Like, that's where your Leo X is at in the month of March. Even if they are in a relationship with somebody else, let's just say, they're really wanting to be on their own. This is the cornucopia here. So it's like Leo is abandoning something that was very good in the pursuit of their own happiness, okay? So in the month of March, because that's the only energy that we are looking at, those of you with a Leo X, it really appears as though they don't want to be with anybody. Like, they are just wanting to be on their own, even if what they had was really good. So we'll have to pull more cards to figure out why that is. So let's see what you think your Leo X is truly thinking and feeling about you. What are their emotions and their thoughts, okay? This is what you think. And we have the Tower here, so I feel like there's an element of shock somehow, some way. So since this is what you perceive and what you think your ex-Leo is thinking and feeling, that doesn't necessarily mean that is what's going on inside of them. Alright, so we have the King of Swords reversed. So you're feeling like your ex-Leo is kind of negative towards you. And, you know, there's no winning with you. However, you know, I feel stuck to you. I feel like I can't move away from you. Now, due to the cards that have come out here, I feel two things. If you are an air sign that has a Leo X, Gemini, Aquarius, Libra, this is especially strong for you. Or if you are a Cancer that has an X Leo, because this here, the Chariot, is the Cancer card. So if you're an air sign or you are a Cancer with an ex-Leo, I feel like this is really strong for you. So you feel as though your ex-Leo doesn't want you, but they can't let you go for some reason. That's your thinking, okay? But let's see what's really going on inside of Leo. Do they really not want to be with you, and they just feel like they have some sort of obligation or duty or attachment, responsibility, and that's what keeps them, you know, with you? So we have the King of Wands here. So here's Leo coming through very strong in their own energy. So the cards that are following this, very, very strong. So I'm going to give them a really good shuffle. How does Leo truly think and feel about their ex? We have the Ace of Cups reversed. We have the Ace of Swords reversed. And we have the Seven of Swords reversed. Okay, so I'm of two minds about these cards that have come out. Okay. On one level, for some of you, I feel like if you did your Leo wrong, okay, so if you are the reason this relationship ended, I don't think Leo wants you back, okay? It's like, I don't care how good this was, you deceived me, and I don't want you back. I don't want you back. Okay, so this here, you might think they're still hanging on, but they're not. So, if you are the cause of the relationship with Leo to end, then I don't think Leo really wants you back in March. That's not where they're at all. Like, they're done with you in March. Now, if Leo is the reason that your relationship ended, okay, and you feel like Leo is still hanging on, I believe you are correct. But the thing is, Leo does not believe that you still love them or that you really want anything to do with them. Like, whatever happened here, they feel the damage is done and they can't repair it. And they are still kind of hanging on to you, and you recognize that. But they don't feel like what has happened can be repaired, whether it's on their side or your side or a combination of the two. It's just like, it's too much work to fix this, at least right now in March. And that's, again, the abandonment, the cornucopia. I leave this behind in pursuits of being on my own, you know, because this is really heavy energy. So if Leo screwed up, it's kind of the same. Like, they might still be hung up, but I don't know that they're willing to put the work in right now, or they may really believe that, like, what they have done, no matter what you say, you can never truly get past it, okay? So we got two things kind of happening there for Leo. Just want to make it clear, if you are the cause, I don't think Leo wants you back. If you screwed up, if you broke up, whatever, if it's because of you, Leo doesn't want you back. But if the breakup is because of Leo, you know, I feel like they do want you back, but again, they don't even know how that could happen, okay, just based on whatever circumstance. So let's pull Gaia Oracle to obtain more information. Alright, so you're coming through as rising above, clarity, freedom, solution. So you, on either side, whether Leo screwed up and broke up with you, I should say, because it could have been Leo screwed up and you broke up with Leo. And if that's the case, again, it's the same, where I feel like Leo does want to get back with you, but they don't even know how that could happen. Now, if it's where you screwed up, whether Leo broke up with you or you broke up with them, if it's on you, the reason why, they don't, okay? But for you, the way your energy is coming in is clarity, freedom, solution. It's like, you, regardless, I feel like as Leo's ex, even if you want them back, you're kind of at the point where you want clarity. You're ready to go either way. Either we're going to work this out, or I'm just going to move on. Whether you're the reason it broke up or not. Like, you're just kind of at that place where you don't want to be in limbo anymore. You don't want to be hanging around, waiting, wishing, wondering, even if you really love them. They're coming through as the temptress, seduction, deceit, a broken promise. Yeah, this here to me is really strong for those of you that are the reason that you guys are not together. They're really still in this place that, you know, they can't trust you. They don't trust you, even if they still feel attachment. It's like, to them, they don't feel like they could ever trust you again. Now, for those of you where where Leo screwed up, and that's why the relationship ended, again, it goes back to that same energy where, because of what they did, you know, they don't know how to fix it. So in this reading, those of you that have a Leo as an ex, this is really cut and dry. This isn't, we just don't get along or anything like that. No, we broke up because somebody really screwed up. Either you really screwed up or Leo really screwed up. And as far as Leo is concerned, whether it was you or it was them, it's like a big deal and they don't know how to get past it. Okay, so if you're the one that screwed up, they don't know how to get past that and ever trust you again. If they are the one that screwed up, it's like they don't know how you could ever get back to that place with them that you used to be because they recognize the damage that they have caused, okay? So, two very different things happening over here with Leo, but both strong. It's either you screwed up or they screwed up. There's no in between here. It's not a misconnection. It's somebody screwed up and screwed up bad. Bad, okay? From what I'm seeing, enough for Leo to abandon the whole situation, even though it's like, this was my love of my life right here. Okay, so it's pretty severe, whatever happened here. So, let's see what keeps you holding on to your Leo X, and let's see what Leo is holding on to when it comes to you. I think Aries reading was very similar to this as well. You guys are the only two where it's like somebody screwed up and either it goes one way or the other. Like, seriously. So, so what keeps you holding on to Leo is either A, I feel like you guys were married, or B, you believe 100% in your heart and soul, whether you're the one that screwed up or they're the one that screwed up, that that's your twin flame and that is who you're supposed to be with, and you believe that, you know, your connection goes beyond the physical. It's an oath of the soul before you even arrived. Or this is like you were married to this Leo and it means something to you. Listening. Now, to them, again, this is talking about somebody's actions not being in alignment with their words. So again, it's either you screwed up or they screwed up. And that is the problem. That is what they're holding on to. Either what you did or, you know, what they did. How do I ever overcome this? Like, there may be things that they did that you don't even know about, and there's just this element where they know, like, if I ever get back with you, I have to come clean 100%, like 100, and I don't even know if you would even want me after that. So there's just like this element over here for Leo where even if they're the one that screwed up, it's like they can't let that go. They're really hung up on that. Or if you're the one that screwed up, they are just so hung up in that energy. So let's pull some Earth Wisdom to get some information about what can be done here. So we have Heal Thyself, Prosperity, and Self-Acceptance. So, yeah, this here, I think this energy is going to both of you. A lot of healing has to take place on both sides. No matter who screwed up, no matter who's right, no matter who's wrong, like, some serious healing needs to take place in both of you. And that's the only thing that leads you to prosperity, whether that's prosperity with each other or prosperity without each other. Okay? Because then we have this self-acceptance. So if you are the one that really screwed this up with Leo, the universe is saying, listen, everything happens for a reason. And you cannot beat yourself up for choices that you've made in the past, because when you arrive at this place here, you have learned from your mistakes of the past, okay? You have expanded your consciousness. You're truly trying to shift into somebody new because of where you've been, because of what you've done. And so who you are today is what matters most, not who you used to be. And if you're the one that screwed this up, you know what? Even if Leo cannot believe in you. That doesn't matter. You need to believe in you, because only you know yourself, and you know if you've changed and how far you've come. Now, if this goes the other way, where it was Leo that screwed up, again, it's the same thing. It's almost like I don't care what they're portraying to you, if they walk away and they're the one that screwed up, it's because they can't face you. It's because they can't own up to what they have done. But it haunts them, okay? It haunts them, and it will haunt them until they deal with it and they face it, okay? Very strong message here. So I'm going to pull one final card for you guys as advice about your ex-Leo, just depending. I cannot tell you either way if you guys are going to get back together or not. I don't. It does not talk about that whatsoever. In fact, I don't think either one of you should be thinking about that. With Heal Thyself being the first card out, that is like the primary thing that needs to take place. Not healing the relationship, but healing each of yourselves individually. You've got to do that before you can even try to come back together and work on anything. Even the forgiveness, whether you're getting back together or not, the forgiveness, the healing, the letting go, the release. So we have at days and rest. I find peace in nature and rest my body and mind in order to connect to spirit. Yep. This is saying in March, we need, this relationship isn't meant to come back together. And if you guys are trying to be it together, it's not helping anything. No matter how much you miss them or they miss you, it doesn't help anything. Until you are emotionally healed, until the energy is balanced, you cannot move forward. All is energy, and it starts from inside of you. And you, even if you really love somebody but they totally jacked you up inside, you cannot be with them, okay? It only hinders your healing, and you punish them for what they have done to you because you're still hurting so much, and that's not fair to anybody. Everybody makes mistakes, and if you're going to be with somebody, you have to decide if you can still treat them like a human being after everything that they have put you through. And if you find that it's just too much and you can't treat them like a human being, then you shouldn't be with them, okay? Because even though you have every right to feel what you do, punishing them day after day and not being who you truly used to be to them, that only damages the relationship further. And it goes the same way. Like, if you're trying to be with them because you're the one that screwed up and they're punishing you and they're not ready to forgive you, again, there's no point. There's no point. They will chafe you down so much that you're ready just to throw your hands and walk away from them. So the advice here is, don't push forward. It's all about healing in the month of March and, accepting what is, whether you did wrong or you didn't do wrong, accepting what is. Because Leo, your ex-Leo, they're not trying to come back to this relationship. Even if they love you still. It's just like, if you screwed up, it's too much. If they screwed up, they don't even know how to fix it and make it better. So March is about healing and letting the universe take care of things. So I feel like this reading is to be continued, to be honest. That's what I have to say for those of you with a Leo X, to be continued in April. So